There are moments in history that don't arrive loudly. They don't come with grand speeches or dramatic headlines. Instead, they arrive quietly through a simple gesture, a calm appearance, or a few meaningful words. And today, the world witnessed one of those moments. It wasn't just another royal appearance. It wasn't just another public duty. It was something deeper, something more human. As cameras captured the scene, people immediately noticed something different about Prince William. His expression carried a calm strength. Beside him, Kate Middleton stood with her familiar grace, but there was also something new, something that spoke without words. For months, the world has watched closely. Every appearance, every smile, every step forward has carried meaning, not because of royal tradition, but because of what they represent: resilience, partnership, and hope. And now, their latest update is sending a powerful message across the globe. A message not just about duty, but about moving forward. Not just about responsibility, but about quiet courage. And as people everywhere reflect on what this moment truly means, one thing is becoming clear. This is more than a royal update. This is the beginning of an important new chapter.
In recent months, public attention surrounding Prince William and Princess Kate has been unlike anything seen before. Every public appearance has carried emotional weight, not because of controversy, but because of connection. People weren't just watching royalty. They were watching two human beings navigating responsibility, family, and the expectations of an entire world. And when Prince William stepped forward recently to share an important update, it wasn't delivered with dramatic language. It didn't need to be. Because sometimes the strongest messages are the quietest ones. His tone was calm, his posture steady, his message clear. He spoke about continuing forward, about focusing on meaningful work, about building for the future. It wasn't just what he said, it was how he said it. There was clarity, confidence, and something else, something deeply personal. And beside him, Princess Kate's presence added to that message in a way words never could. Her calm strength spoke volumes. Together, they didn't just appear as royal figures, they appeared as partners.
Throughout history, the strength of the royal family has often depended on unity. And in Prince William and Princess Kate, many see a modern reflection of that unity. They do not seek attention through noise. They lead through presence. Their latest update reflected that perfectly. Observers noted how naturally they stood together, how their interactions appeared genuine, unforced, and deeply connected. There was no need for dramatic gestures, because real strength doesn't demand attention. It earns respect quietly. And that is exactly what people around the world saw. Not just the prince and princess, but two individuals moving forward with purpose.
Prince William has long spoken about focusing on issues that matter deeply, not just ceremonial duties, but real-world impact. His recent update reinforced that direction. He emphasized continuity, commitment, and forward movement. This wasn't about looking back. It was about looking ahead. People noticed the calm confidence in his voice. Not rushed, not uncertain, but steady. It reflected someone who understands the weight of responsibility and accepts it fully. And Princess Kate's continued presence alongside him reinforced that message. Her return to public life has been gradual, thoughtful, and deeply meaningful. Each appearance carries emotional significance, not because of what is said, but because of what is felt. Royal updates happen often, but some moments stand apart. This is one of them, because this moment wasn't defined by headlines. It was defined by feeling. People saw strength, they saw unity, they saw resilience, and perhaps most importantly, they saw continuity. In uncertain times, continuity brings comfort. It reminds people that some things remain steady, some things remain strong, and Prince William and Princess Kate represent exactly that.
What makes Prince William and Princess Kate unique is not just their roles, it's their connection. People don't simply observe them, they relate to them. They see authenticity, they see humanity, they see real emotion behind royal responsibility. This connection has been built over years, not through dramatic moments, but through consistency, through showing up, through remaining calm, through moving forward no matter what. And their latest update reinforced that connection more than ever.
Leadership doesn't always look like bold declarations. Sometimes leadership looks like calm presence. It looks like stability. It looks like quiet confidence. Prince William's latest update reflected exactly that kind of leadership. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady. And Princess Kate's presence reinforced it perfectly. Together, they represent a modern vision of royal leadership, one rooted in connection, purpose, and humanity.
Every generation brings change. Every era brings new challenges. And every chapter brings new opportunities. This moment represents more than an update. It represents transition, growth, and forward movement. Prince William is stepping further into his role, not just as a prince, but as a future king. And Princess Kate stands beside him, not just as a princess, but as a future queen. Together, they represent continuity. They represent stability. They represent hope. The future will bring new appearances, new initiatives, new moments. But this update has already accomplished something important. It has reminded the world of their strength, their unity, and their quiet determination. They are not rushing. They are not forcing anything. They are simply moving forward, step by step, together. People don't just follow royalty because of tradition. They follow because of meaning, because of symbolism, because of connection. Prince William and Princess Kate represent more than titles. They represent continuity in a changing world. They represent calm in uncertain times. And their latest update reminded everyone of that, without dramatic words, without dramatic gestures, just quiet strength. Behind every public appearance is a human story. Behind every royal update is a personal journey. Prince William and Princess Kate understand that balance. They understand duty. They understand responsibility. But they also understand humanity. And that is why this moment matters. Not because of headlines, but because of meaning. And as this moment slowly fades from the headlines, its meaning continues to grow stronger. Because what the world witnessed today was not just a royal appearance. It was not just an update. It was something far more powerful. Something that cannot be measured in headlines or statistics. It was reassurance. In a world that often feels uncertain and constantly changing, people look for symbols of stability. They look for reminders that strength still exists, not in dramatic speeches, but in quiet consistency. And that is exactly what Prince William and Princess Kate continue to represent. They did not need to say everything out loud. Their presence said enough. The calm in their expressions, the confidence in their steps, the quiet understanding between them. These small details told a much bigger story. A story of resilience. A story of moving forward, not because everything is easy, but because moving forward is the only way to honor responsibility, purpose, and the people who believe in. For Prince William, this moment reflects a future that is coming closer with each passing day, a future filled with responsibility, leadership, and decisions that will shape generations to come. And yet, he carries that future not with fear, but with calm determination. And beside him, Princess Kate continues to embody grace in its purest form. Her presence is steady, her strength is quiet, but its impact is deeply felt by millions. Together, they remind the world that true strength does not need to be loud. It simply needs to be real. And perhaps that is why people everywhere continue to watch them so closely. Not because they are perfect, but because they are human. Because they move forward, step by step, just like everyone else. This is not the end of a story. This is the continuation of a journey that will bring new moments, new challenges, new milestones. And through it all, one thing remains certain. They will face it together. So as you reflect on this important update, remember what it truly represents. Not just royal duty, but resilience. Not just tradition, but evolution. Not just titles, but people. And in the days ahead, as new chapters unfold, the world will continue watching, not just for what happens next, but for what they represent. Because sometimes, the most powerful message is not spoken. It is simply lived. And this is only the beginning.